way back to Missouri. No Paul Bunyan for us today. We just got into Indiana here, cruising down 70. We've only got about 8 hours to go. It's really not a bad drive. As most of you know, I spend a fair amount of time behind the wheel driving anyway, so I don't mind it. And it's always, I like seeing new country anyway. And, it was my first time in Ohio this weekend. This is only my second time in Indiana. Of course, the first time was this year, and I went out and seen Wade, but first time in Indianapolis, went through Indianapolis, going back through Indianapolis. So yeah, it's not a bad drive at all. Can't wait to do it again next year. Mike, he's getting rested up back there for the next logging show we got to go to, wherever that may be. So plans on, doing a lot of working out between now and then. He said he wants to kind of bulk up, rip, press the flesh a little bit. So we got some work to do. I think we are going to stop at East St. Louis on the way back. Check that out, see the sights. Good place to tour. Lovely area. Lovely area. It's going to be a boring, long drive. So, had a lot of fun though. Paul Bunyan. Wish I could have went today. Just had to get back though. Had to get back. So we had to stop. Mike needed a smoke. Need a little smoke break. Smoking a Mountain Dew. That's what keeps Mike going. He doesn't eat just cigarettes and Mountain Dew. The man can live off of them. That's what keeps him so young and healthy and fit. He smokes what do you say, a carton a day?
Half a carton.
Half a carton a day, at least a case of Mountain Dew every day. That's what keeps Mike so energized, keeps him youthful. We are somewhere in Indiana at some little rest area. These rest areas are, that lady was looking at me like I was crazy, but these rest areas are always so sketchy. Sketchy places. Those are the kind of places me and Mike like to stop. So, onward to Missouri. This drive is long and boring. That's a good navigator.
I'm not boring.
What was your favorite part of the show, Mike?
Oh.
What did you find most interesting about Paul Bunyan 2017?
I don't know. Watching the axe throwing, I guess. Just the warm-up stuff. That was kind of cool.
Mike is aspiring to be an axe thrower. I actually have a couple throwing axes at home from Precision Axe out of California. They're throwing axes, but we've sharpened them and actually used them for work axes. And I won't lie, from time to time when I'm messing around on the job, I tend to throw an axe, not for competition, merely to break the monotony of the everyday work. Now, truth be told, Mike has come to work for us several times using an axe. We've put Mike. You've barked a lot of trees for us, haven't you?
Yeah, quite a few.
So a lot of times we got dirty logs, we'll put Mike using an axe and he'll be barking a tree when they're in the deck. Before we go through the chainsaw and bucking the links, or before we cut them down, just to keep all the mud, dirt, and sand out of them. So Mike's got some experience with an axe. He's no stranger to the lumberjack games. I myself, of course, I'd already said the bunchers. I like seeing the bunchers, the big feller bunchers, but I'm still just running through my mind constantly still since I went to that show. The biggest thing was the winch on the 299 Caterpillar, the winch and the winch mount. That's something I'm honestly going to look into for my 289D. I've had people comment on Facebook about. Somebody asked me how it operated. I mean, I assume it runs off an auxiliary hydraulic port. I mean, that's what I assume. I had somebody tell me that I didn't want a hydraulic winch. I wanted an electric winch. I don't believe that would be the case at all. I want a hydraulic winch. I don't want an electric winch. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that winch has been on my mind nonstop since seeing it. The other thing that's been kind of fresh on my mind is the little Traco attachment with the buck saw and the grapple for the little Traco. The beaver attachment, I think it was. I can't remember. I've got the gentleman's card, and we exchanged information because like I said, I've been thinking about buying a little Traco anyway, like maybe a 305 or a Deere like a 50, just a little rubber track Traco. It would be, for one, we'd use it a lot for the digging side of things when me and Brandon are doing some dirt work, but just having that attachment, man, that'd be so handy for so many applications. It just, I've already thought of just like 1,000 uses for that little thing. Like I said, we don't cut we still cut some oak, not big volumes of oak like we used to, and a lot of that has to do with the current market situations in Missouri while we're not cutting a lot of oak. But that would save me a lot of time and trouble on bucking with that attachment for bucking logs to lings. And you can buck them and sort them at the same time. I know it's an extra piece of equipment. I know there's some expense there, but when you're already thinking about buying the equipment anyway, you can find another use for it. That just that sweetens the pot. I'm sure those attachments won't be cheap. I did talk to Ryan's heads yesterday. It had like the little dangle heads. I say little dangle heads. They're actually pretty good sized dangle head attachments. But I talked to him about the price on their heads. I mean, it's not like I'm looking to do something like that, because that's not what I'm looking to do at all. But their heads were like 74. No, that ain't right. 74,000. Maybe 60,000. He told me something, but there was a couple different size options on those dangle heads, and it's almost identical. What he told me, they modeled it off kind of the Bell dangle head. And I used to have that Bell Super T, and I think the dangle heads are awesome. I think, which I don't run an operation like that, so I don't know, but I think if I was going to have like a track carrier platform, I think I would want the dangle head just because of the other uses. I mean, the versatility. I think versatility is really key with any piece of equipment. If you can do if you can have that machine play multiple roles, and I look at things like that. Like I said, with the dangle head, or with like the little grapple saw, buck saw attachment deal. So a lot of things to think about. Like I said, we were kind of wanting to get a little hoe anyway, and that just kind of ups the ante right there, being able to add that feature to one. So it was an awesome show. Glad I went. Mike and I will definitely be back next year. We'd like to do more stuff out there with Timber Tracker and Logger Threads. We've already been, ever since yesterday, we've been kicking the ideas around of the show in Eugene, Oregon in February. We've been kicking that thought around, and we definitely want to go to Richmond, Virginia next year to that show. I've wanted to go to that show for a long time, and it's nice to get out there and, like I said, meet people, put some faces to names. People I talk to, you guys that I talk to, that you comment all the time on the YouTube channel, on the social media accounts. So that's always nice to put some faces with the names. Man, I love talking logging. I could talk logging and timber all day long with anybody. I mean, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy talking about how other people are running their operations, what their operations are like, what they're cutting, their markets. And it's fun. It's good to know those things. I mean, it's fun to talk to people about how they operate, because things I've learned in the last couple of years, me and guys, we're all loggers, but our operations are all a little different, it seems like. What we do and how we do it, it's all just a little different. And I think that's really interesting, just to see how guys do things different depending on what part of the country they're in. Whether it be, the type of timber they're cutting, the type of harvest they're performing, the markets they might have, the equipment, the platforms, just so many different variables in this industry. And it's neat to get to talk to people and see pictures and just just talk timber, man. because what we do here in Missouri, a lot of guys everywhere else couldn't do what we do. And I know I couldn't do what a lot of you guys do with the big operations you run. So it's a pretty neat deal. I think we're on a different note. I think we're going through Effingham right now. We're making pretty good time. We really wanted to go to the show today, but we had a long, like I said, it's about a 12-hour drive back to where we're at in Missouri, so we needed to get a move on. And I didn't want to have to drive all through the night after being at the show all day. So we just decided to go back, and it sucks because there's a few people I wanted to meet yet, get a handshake in there. I always like to meet somebody and shake their hand. Like I said, there's always next time. We'll definitely be back. We'll definitely be back. But we're making good time. We got a busy day tomorrow. We've got a real busy day tomorrow. We've got 2 stops of timber to look at tomorrow. I think I need to try to move some equipment tomorrow. So we're going to have a full day tomorrow. Full day Tuesday. I've got a big job of timber to look at Tuesday around Lake of the Ozarks. It'll be a lot of white oak. It's usually what's pretty prominent up in there, white oak, red oak timber. Excuse me. Doubt there'll be much walnut, but we'll go up there and look at it and see if we can help somebody out. The client's actually from Louisiana. He's from out of state, but they own the land up there. I think it's like a 250-acre tract, I believe. So it's a bigger tract of land. So we'll get up there and check that out, and it'll be business as usual come tomorrow morning. Back to the grind, back to the logging world. Guys chasing that walnut. So, guys, thanks a lot for following us. Once again, it's so great to meet all you guys out there at Paul Bunyan 2017. Had a lot of fun. Definitely we'll do it again next year. But thanks for following all of our social media outlets. Thank you guys so much for the recent orders on Logger Threads, for the new Brotherhood series of shirts. If you haven't seen the Brotherhood, you got to check that out, because the pre-orders they are selling fast. And I'm really surprised how fast they are selling, but it's a pretty cool shirt. It just pays homage to the people that come before us, and still the few great ones that walk among us that kind of got us to where we are. So check that out. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment on the YouTube channel here. We sure appreciate having you. Check us out on all the other social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram. Let's Turner Logging LLC, then Timber Tracker, then Logger Threads. I think that's about it. We're going to press on. We've still got about 4 hours of driving, 4.5 hours of drive to do. So got a little bit yet. I'll probably stop, get Mike some ice cream. He's been a pretty good boy. Yeah, Mike's been a good boy, so Mike gets ice cream.
Good boy.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you in the woods tomorrow. Talk to you later.